Is it only a one sale or?
Probably, and that's what he's comping it off of.
Yeah.
A little cringe.
I heard they're scalping these.
People are scalping them.
Yes, people are scalping.
Yeah, dude.
It's cracked on the bottom here. All right, it is Sunday morning, so day 2 of the San Francisco card show. And normally Sundays are a lot slower, so I try to sleep in a little bit, but ended up waking up earlier than I expected. So it is what it is. But yeah, Sundays, people are going to church, they're hungover, whatever it may be. Mornings are really, really bad on Sundays. Sometimes, you get lucky, but generally there's not that much foot traffic, so I show up a little bit later. And yeah, we're just going to order some Starbucks, as I always do. I get the same thing, pink drink and a breakfast burrito. I don't know. I'm the kind of person that orders the same thing over and over again if I really like it. Some people, they try to get like everything on the menu essentially. So let me know in the comments which one you are. And yeah, let's just get packed up and ready to go. Okay, we are all set up here for day 2, Sunday, of the San Francisco card show. Show just started, so let's just get right into the inventory preview. Here's a quick inventory preview for today. A lot of modern singles that we traded for yesterday, and also bought a good amount too. A couple of bangers at the bottom. Vintage case, absolutely stacked. Have even more vintage in the case that we didn't put out. So, hoping some vintage sales today. Of course, our mid-era, still relatively well stocked. And then here's our slabs. Looking really different now. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, definitely check it out. We sold and traded and bought some huge bangers, and hopefully today we can do the same. All right, so we're back for another narrated vendor POV. The reception to my last narrated vendor POV was pretty good, so if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a comment down below in this video. And yeah, we're just going to be talking through some deals, why I passed on some cards, my thought process going into this, and yeah, let's get started. I was selling a bunch of vintage stuff.
Did I see that Leafeon?
Oh, Leafeon? Yeah.
I'll be back.
Appreciate it, Diego.
And do you take any trades?
Yeah, it depends on what it is, but I can always take a look.
Would you call this near mint or?
I think I had it at near mint, yeah.
Because there's a couple of nicks in the corners.
Yeah, I mean near mint allows for a couple of nicks,
Okay.
yeah. And especially for like a older card that's a promo,
Yeah.
there's generally like a little bit more leeway.
I'm seeing 70 on TCG Player.
I'm seeing last solds as 90, 80, 80, 80, 80 for TCG player. I had it at the last sold. I mean, I could call it 85 in the middle of the last two, but if it's selling consistently for $80 to $90, it's probably a little hard for me to get it to 70.
It's just because I see the last solds, but there's also listings around 70.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why that seller is selling it for 70 personally. So I think the reason why there was a discrepancy between the last solds, which were in the $80 to $90 range, and the verified lowest listed, which was $70, was because the TCG market price set $70. And this happens a lot for cards that don't sell super often, which in this case, this card only sold once or twice a month. And what happens is that TCG Player allows you to automatically list at the market price, and because this was a bigger seller, they probably just didn't check the last solds and just listed it at the market price, which was $70.
If it was just this, what would you want for cash on top?
I'll put this at 85, and then, okay, 40 at 32, so 85 minus 32, 53 on top. I'll call it 50 if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, what's your name again?
Oren.
Oren? Chris.
Chris,
Appreciate it.
mind?
Yeah, go ahead, of course. So for this deal, you saw that I took in a regular Leafeon Vstar Japanese PSA 10. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, this card isn't super liquid since it is just a regular modern Vstar, and Japanese cards tend to grade well anyways, so a PSA 10 isn't that much of a premium. This isn't something that I usually would take in unless I knew I could sell it at a discount, which I do have buyers for. Of course, not going to get 100% out of it, but still willing to take it in because I know I could sell it for 85 to 90%. So in order to get this deal done, I was willing to take it in. But in general, if you don't think you have a buyer pool for certain cards, I would recommend just staying away from them and just taking in cards that you know you can sell. Hey, how's it going? Ooh, Mudkip. How much are you asking?
I think last sold was 55.
Is this near mint? Or
I would consider it there.
Okay.
But feel free to take it out if you want to look at it.
Yeah, I'll double check once I can give you 45.
That's fine.
Are you buying, my friend?
Yeah, of course.
We'll take a look.
Yes, give me 1 second.
What? Set it on?
Yeah, of course. Let me just take a look at the higher end stuff first,
yeah,
just
for it.
depending on how much cash I have, and then if I have some left over, I can
Sure.
pick some others. I will take a look at all of these for now.
Sure.
I just want to see how much cash it is first, and then if I have some left over, I can take a look at more.
All good.
Do you know what you're looking to get for these roughly, or do you have a list?
Just comp-wise, we'll just kind of go from there.
Okay.
If anything, yeah.
So for stuff like this, I would usually pay around 85% on, maybe a little bit higher depending on like the card or whether it's a 10 versus a 9, because 10s are a little bit easier to move.
Yeah.
But just starting point is where I would roughly be. So for a bigger lot, I always think it's a good idea to ask what percentage or price that they had in mind for that lot. If they don't have a solid number or percentage in mind, you can basically just set your own number, so that way that there's no confusion on what you're willing to pay. You really don't want to waste 30 minutes to an hour pricing everything, trying to buy at 80% and then realizing that they want 90% or something. I've definitely had that happen in many cases, so just learn from my mistakes and establish something early on. So for this deal, a lot of the cards were vintage PSA slabs, a little bit lower pop, but not too lower pop. In this case, we can talk about some pricing strategies for vintage stuff. If there's a couple of sales in the past few weeks, I generally like to take a rough average of them. Of course, if it does seem to be trending upwards, I will bias more towards the most recent sold. Same with if it's trending downwards, you use the recent sold as a generally more accepted price because that's the way the market has been trending for that card. If it doesn't have any sales in a while, that can be very, very tricky. Generally, you just take the most recent sold. Sometimes that can be a few months ago, and you see what listings there are, if there's a lowest listed for a certain amount, and then you can assume that the market price is somewhere in between the last sold and the lowest listed. Of course, if that lowest listed is some astronomical number, then you honestly just have to make up a number that you're comfortable paying and what you think you can sell it for, essentially. That's cool. Okay, I think this might be pretty much all the cash that I'm going to be able to use, but this is what the total came out to. Okay. So I would see what 85 comes out to is 8202. Where would you like to be at?
85.
Let me see. 85 is a little strong. I could, just because it is like a lot. It is a lot of cards,
Sure.
so it's going to take a little longer to move.
Yeah.
I will come up. I was thinking of just coming up $100, so 8,300, which ends up being a little over 86%.
Leave me in the middle. 83.50. My 85 and your 83.
Sure, let's do
Sounds
it.
good, my friend.
Okay, actually, wait. Let me double check. I think I have just enough cash. I might be short like a few $100,
Sure.
but I can always Zelle or Venmo. Yeah.
Whatever it may be, Venmo.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, 83.50. Whew, big deal already. To start the day off. And also, do you mind if I just double check these slabs real quick? Just make sure that
My
there's.
friend, yeah, no doubt. 100%.
Just yesterday, I bought, like I said, I ended up buying slabs that had like a few small scratches on them.
Oh
Which,
yeah, these shouldn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like for example, it's cracked on the bottom here. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't notice that.
No
Let me comp this one again. I think we comp this one at 21, I think.
Well, I could knock off $100. It's up to you.
Because the only issue is it would take me like, I could get it reholdered, basically. I could get it fixed essentially,
Sure.
which costs $75, and then it costs another $20 to get back. So it's like it comes out to $100, but then it takes a few weeks to get it back.
How about I knock off $200? But that's yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It's up
sure.
to you.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, new
So
200 bucks. So
it's
150. 150. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah,
It's all
I should
good.
double check because
No doubt. No, I hear you. I would want the same. If I'm buying something, 100%, I want the same.
Yeah. So in this case, I don't think this guy was trying to be dishonest or anything like that. It seemed like a genuine mistake, but it is a good reminder to make sure to always double check all your slabs before you're buying them, especially if they have graded guards on them or sleeves. It's very easy for damage to be hidden by them, so make sure to just take them off, thoroughly inspect all the corners, edges, stuff like that. The past few shows, I've definitely gotten cooked by not noticing pretty big damages on slabs, and I've had to spend a few $100s just trying to get things fixed and reholdered by PSA. Other than that, it was a pretty solid deal. I definitely paid a little strong on some of these cards, but I do like buying things when the market is down, and I had a lot of cash to spend at the show, so did want to spend it. But caveat is that you also have to be careful. Don't get anxious when you're sitting on too much cash. Don't overforce deals in the sense that like paying stronger than usual, buying things you aren't confident in, etc. just to spend cash. There's going to be opportunities to buy things that you want at the price you want, so be patient and the timing will come to you.
Cool.
Got it?
Got
Gabe?
it.
Right?
Thank you, my friend. What's
Chris.
your name?
Chris.
Chris. All right, Gabe.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to
Appreciate
meet you,
it.
man.
Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Put that money to good use.
I 100% will, my friend.
So just recapping some of the slabs we just picked up. We bought this Suicune. Super nice. Has a cool swirl, but it is damaged here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but luckily we caught it, so we just knocked 200 bucks off. Want to get it reholdered at PSA. Dragonite, Delta Species, PSA 7. Another Suicune, PSA 9, English this time. Dark Raichu, LC, PSA 9. Blaine's Charizard, PSA 9. Also, Mewtwo, Japanese, PSA 9. Never seen that before. And then ending it off with this reverse holo Dragonite. So, pretty crazy pickups. Pretty much run out of cash already, so we'll see what else comes across the table. I told that.
Yo, guys, make sure you like and sub to Firethorn TCG. The GO.
You heard this, man.
Yeah.
Chris,
What's up?
where would you value this?
Oh, man. Sammy had this earlier.
I know. I'm his mind, that's why.
Oh, really?
I feel like that last sale just cooked me. All right,
Yeah, it did cook you. And it's from PSA too, so you can't even be like, oh, the fake sale.
Oh my god.
Let me see. A common trend I see a lot of people doing is they like to cherry pick low comps, or they'll heavily bias towards just that last sale, which, as I said before, it can be valid for a card that doesn't comp super often. But if it is a card that comps pretty regularly, and especially for a modern PSA slab, I tend to take an average of the last few sales. In this case, the last comp was $300, but the last few sales were pretty consistently around $350, so I think that was a more accurate reflection of the market. And because I'm editing this in the future, it actually did comp a good bit above that 300 sale at $385. I would pay you $350, but it would be 80% of $350, so $280.
$280.
Yeah. Which is still, it's still more than you get for a repacker, but yeah.
Still not bad.
Because like 300, let's see, a repacker would pay you $255.
255, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Or 280, sorry?
Yeah.
280.
Yeah.
We get a little bit more.
No. How much more?
Like $5-10.
You need that extra $5?
I need that
I will give. Okay, you know what?
For lunch.
0 or 10. Either at $0 or at $10.
So 290 or 280.
Yes.
You know what? I haven't gambled in a while. I don't mind doing a little gamble.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh wait though. I don't have cash, so it's online.
Oh.
Yeah, I literally don't.
Zelle or
Yeah, Zelle, anything.
Zelle's fine.
Yeah, okay, Zelle's fine. Okay.
I'm not stingy like that.
Okay. Big flip with Tim right here for this Kingdra Trainer Gallery. 280, 290.
Yes.
You want to call or you want to flip?
I'll call it.
Okay. You know, nickel, heads, tails, right? You got it. Okay. In the air, 3, 2, 1.
Bang! Come on! I told you. I heard the clank. I knew.
Okay, let me tell you.
I got it, Chris. Thank you, my good sir.
Appreciate it, Tim. Thank you, man.
Keep the guard, so I'll make it a little bit better.
Man, thank you. I needed it.
Yes.
So for a little bit of context before this next interaction, the gentleman with the bucket hat had just bought and traded for a card stickered at $200. I had that exact same card stickered at $75, so we were trying to figure out why was there this price discrepancy.
Like a combination.
Where's your Venusaur?
This is 200?
Why did he comp this at 200?
I did look at the eBay, and if it is
eBay sales?
if it is super clean, it could go for like 180.
Mine's also pretty clean too.
I know yours is looking really clean from afar, so I was just curious. This also has a swirl on it.
So I priced mine to TCG Player because that's what the TCG Player sales have been. I know there's a discrepancy with eBay and TCG sometimes, but normally it's not that big.
Yeah, I mean,
And even with the swirl, it's
yeah, it's not that.
yeah.
I mean, you're a little left heavy, I guess. Like if,
Yeah.
if you're splitting hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was super. It was a trade, and it was fine.
But-
I bought him in bulk, so it's okay if I still lost on it. But it's so crazy high. And I looked it up though. There is one at 180,
Is it only one sale or?
probably, and that's what he's comping off of.
Yeah.
A little cringe. There's a 161 on there that went on the 12.
Oh, price charting. Okay, so price charting is weird sometimes because it doesn't show the best offer accepted.
Yeah.
So even though it shows that 160 listing sold, it could have sold for lower. Even after looking this card up on eBay, as you can see on the left here, it sells pretty consistently for the $60 to $80-ish range. There are a couple $100 sales, and as you'll see at the end here, there is a high 160 sale, but I'm pretty sure that was a best offer. And yeah, it looks like this guy definitely got played by the vendor. Not sure why it was marked at $200 personally. The thing is that okay, I only think it's valid to comp at the graded price if there's no raw sales, but there are plenty of raw sales. As I just mentioned, we thought that maybe this was based on the PSA 8 graded price for the Erica's Venusaur, which I think was roughly selling for the $200 range, but this ultimately doesn't really make much sense in this case because there are so much raw sales data for this card on both TCG Player and eBay for a near mint copy, which this was a near mint copy. But I still think it's valid that you can comp according to a graded price if there are no raw sales data. But in this case, I don't think that applies here. Make sure you're double checking all the comps. Take your time. Don't feel rushed. If a vendor is not willing to tell you where they got the comp from or whatever it may be, probably a bad sign. There's definitely people that will take advantage of you, so make sure you don't let that happen. Stay knowledgeable and informed. I mean, I think if you wanted to get more value out of it, if it looks really clean and you think you can get an 8 or a 9, it'll probably end up being closer to that 200 mark, right? But for a raw copy,
It's high.
it's very high, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
You don't happen to have the other EXs, right?
See
that one though?
The Venusaur, yeah.
I found another guy who has a Blastoise, so I might just get this one, get the Blastoise, and then get the Charizard.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Yep. That one, the set, very popular. So these XY promos are super popular regardless of the condition, honestly. And this is something you'll slowly learn as a vendor, which type of Pokemon or sets or promos tend to move super fast at your table. And this will definitely vary. For instance, the Van Gogh Pikachu, 151 Charizard, and Moonbryon, no matter whether they're raw or 9s or 10s, they all have super high liquidity for me. But I've also had other vendor friends that have had these exact same cards, and for them, they don't move as quickly. So figure out what moves for you, and don't be afraid to pick up duplicates if you know you can move them, essentially. Yeah.
And then I also might take the Gyarados, the Shadowless that you have. Okay. Take a look at that.
Yes. Okay, so this comes out to $942 for these. So I can just call that $950. So then the difference would be I could add you $380 on top.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. And then here, so that way the list. Appreciate it again, Diego. Of
course.
Thank you. Yeah, what's up?
Are you able to negotiate on the Pheasantipity?
Yeah, where would you like to be?
I want to be between 39 and 44.
30. That's a very specific range. How about we do $40?
Yeah, I'll do that. Perfect.
All right, here you go.
you.
What's your name?
Judah.
Judah? Chris, nice to meet you. Congratulations on that card. Thank you. How's it going?
Are you buying slabs?
I'd probably hold off on that for now. Yeah, mainly just PSA at the moment. Yeah. This guy was trying to sell an ARS slab. I forgot exactly which, but it was an ARS slab, which is actually a pretty big and well-respected grading company based in Japan. This topic probably has been touched on repeatedly by many other people, but I still think it's worth mentioning. The truth of the matter is that PSA has the most demand in the graded card market, and while I would love for other grading companies to step up, that hasn't happened just yet. So just be cautious on paying too strong for other companies like CGC, BGS, TAG. There's nothing wrong with picking them up in certain scenarios. For instance, picking up non-PSA card grails like Gold Stars will still move, but picking up a modern SIR and a CGC 8.5 will take forever to sell. So if you do have an eBay presence, you might be able to sell it there, but I've done that before many times. But remember that with the fees and shipping, you're going to net around 85% of the sale price. So that's another reason why you don't want to pay too strong for other grading companies at the moment. Another move that could justify picking up some of the other companies besides PSA is potentially picking up strong BGS 9.5s or CGC 9.5s to see if you can cross-grade to get a PSA 10, but that can be risky. Point is, there are niche scenarios where it might be okay to pick up non-PSA slabs, but in most cases, it's just a safer play to stick with PSA at the moment.
Are you interested in trades?
Oh yeah. What are you looking to trade towards?
Would be the MasterCard.
Okay.
This guy.
Oh wow. I'm sure this one is a little tricky to price. Did you have it at this sticker? Is that what you had it at?
Yeah,
750?
Pricing it around 750.
Okay, let me double check. I'm sure it's gonna take a little bit. Yeah. Do you know how did you end up pricing this?
Just looking at comparable sales and condition. And of course, the card it is.
Yeah. So the first thing I like to do for raw cards is just check TCG Player. You would be surprised, there are some raw cards that have lots of sales data. In this case though, I couldn't even find a listing for this card. So I went on eBay, I searched up Charmander McDonald Promo 4, and then I filtered by moderately played and heavily played, and then I filtered by sold listings. From there, I also had to check the conditions of the cards that had sold and then compare it to the card I had in hand. So as you can see, it's a very long process to verify the market price for these cards, so definitely take your time. We'll see what happens next. I'm still looking right now, but off the top of my head, I'm seeing sales pretty consistently at 650 for like lightly played to moderately played cards, and I would consider this moderately played, but like a little closer to the heavily played than the lightly played. So I don't know if I can be close to the 750, considering better conditioning cards have sold for 650. So if you can...
Yeah, well, shopping around, so go ahead and shoot me an offer.
Okay.
What you're interested in, and yeah, we can go from there. If you're even interested.
Yeah, I'm interested. It's just a very, very tricky card to price, right? I think for this one, I think comp is a little closer to 450 to 500. There's a lot of sales for a card of this condition in that 450 to 500 range. I think, like, for example, these sales, these two cards and then this one are a little bit closer to that range. Also, for PSA sales, like, I don't even think this would get a 5, but a 5 is selling for 500.
Okay.
A 1 is selling for like 800. I guess getting 1 is harder, but PSA 2 is selling for 440. PSA 4 is selling for 440. So it seems pretty consistent to be in that 450 to 500 range. Feel free to shop it around as always. I could give you 370 in trade, which is essentially more than 370 divided by 450. It's 82% of the 450.
Yeah. All right. We'll probably look around.
No worries.
But thanks for looking into that.
Of course, thank you. Thinking back on this interaction, once I arrived to the conclusion that LP copies were selling for $750, and thus this MP/HP card was probably going to be in that $450 to $500 range, I should have just left it there and passed instead of spending another 10 minutes researching this card. At some point, you and the other person in the deal might value a card completely differently just due to subjectivity and biases, which is completely fine, but it's going to be really hard to get a deal going, so it's probably not worth the time on both sides. In the end, since the show was a little bit slower due to being a Sunday, it's not a really big deal, but for a much busier show, every minute spent on an unlikely deal like this is every minute spent not actively working on a more likely or a better deal.
Are you buying anymore?
I can take a look. I've spent a lot, but
It's not that, it's just mid.
Okay.
It's a lot of mid.
do you have like a price or a list in mind for these, or?
No, I looked them up.
Okay. Because I might be interested in some of them, but not all of them. Is that okay? Okay. And are you okay with payment through like Zelle, Venmo, Cash, app?
I got
Zelle? Okay.
Side note, it's always a good idea to ask if they are okay with online payment, since some people only want cash or can only accept certain online payment methods, so always good to just double check.
Okay. So for these, I can pay you $440 for these.
And how many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it comes out to 440 divided by 9. It's around $50 per card.
Okay. The price is mess with me. I collect. I'm not more a pop person.
Yeah. Normally, you can use like TCG Player, and it'll tell you like the price of things. Yeah. For at least
For slabs.
for slabs, eBay.
eBay. The pricing.
Just look at sold prices. Yeah.
That's my hard part.
Yeah, slabs, they have a lot of variation. Singles generally, you got it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, singles generally are a little bit more stable. What's your name again?
Belinda.
Belinda. Chris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
What's your name?
Celicia.
Celicia, nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good show.
Thank you.
Oh my God, is that the, what is that called?
Nito?
Yes. Oh my God, can I?
Yeah.
My friend was just,
There's a lady that's selling them.
really, how much?
$25? That's a lot. There's
is
so
a lot.
many dupes out there.
There are, wait, because how can you tell the difference between a dupe and a real one?
I don't know.
Like, what if this is a dupe? That's what I'm saying, you know what I
I
mean?
don't know, bro. I trusted her, bro.
I heard,
Sources trust me, bro.
I heard they're scalping these.
People are scalping them. Wait, really?
Yes,
Yeah,
people
you
are
know,
scalping.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I kind of
I
like
just
it.
felt straws. I'm like, all right.
What is that?
It's like dough, like, yeah, fidget.
It's fidget spinners.
You wanna-
I don't want to touch that.
Squeeze it, bro.
Just squeeze it.
Hell no. Oh, bro, it's like slime, bro.
It's fine, yeah.
It's not even that slimy. It's just like,
It's like,
Is it? How indestructible is it?
I don't know. It feels.
Brendan.
Oh, it's a
Nito. Oh my God.
You want this? Can I have it?
He paid 25 for it, man.
Dude, isn't that OD?
I think so, but she was just like, hey, it's real. I was like, fuck,
I
all right.
texted my girlfriend and I was like, is 30 for a Nito too much?
Hey, he got it for 25. That's not bad.
She's,
Some girl, some chick.
Justin,
The bigger Asian girl on the front.
she told me, my girlfriend told me not to pay more than $8 for it. She said $8 is the max you should pay.
I got scammed, bro.
It's so nice though.
Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So if you want to take a look at either one,
Take a look at your hollow.
yeah,
Let's go by look it up as well.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I just matched the last sold on TCG Player.
It doesn't sound too crazy. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
I double check because the stuff like this doesn't sell super often.
Yeah.
So
To get to like maybe closer to last solds on LP.
let me double check. Sorry.
No worries. Put the cards right there. It gets to like 250.
I think I want to be at like 260 though. Is that okay?
You want to flip 250, 260, call 255 the middle?
Yeah, sure. We could do that. Yeah. That's fine.
Chris,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Call it in the air. All right.
All right, head.
250. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Congrats, man. Hey, welcome back. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Got it. Appreciate it. What's your name again? Kerwin. Castle. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
you know if there's anyone buying Riftbound?
Fine, Riftbound.
You want?
Maybe.
Just a couple singles.
Okay. I don't know. I've been thinking about getting into Riftbound. I mean, I've opened boxes, but
Like I just opened 2 boxes yesterday.
Yeah, we ripped 2 boxes yesterday and we got some over numbers.
Oh my god. What the? I should have got into it earlier. I waited too long.
Bro, all the SIGs are like insane.
I opened. Oh yeah, I know. I saw. Yeah. And the Ori Sig as well. I think is at 12 now too.
Like,
I got offered one.
Ripbound slabs, like if you bought them like a month ago, that would have been a really good time.
I got offered the Ori Sig PSA 10 for 4K at East Bay 2 months ago.
Now it's like 8, right?
No, it's 11. 11, yes.
Which one?
The Origins.
I know, but there's 2.
The Origins one. Origins. How much do you want of these?
What do you want to be at? Like,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
85%?
Yeah, sure.
I'll pay 85% on Riftbound.
Sure.
I think market was like 110 for both. 187.
What is TCG have this one at?
100 or 96 or something? 97?
Oh, okay.
97.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this guy.
It was like 100 or something. 105, 110.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the total come up to?
220.
Okay. Sure.
Oh wait, actually, wait. Let me see. I might. Oh my god. Oh, I just got paid. Yes. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. 190.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want these guys? The small ones?
Nah.
Good price. Really cheap.
In this case, I was willing to pay pretty strong. I think 85% is pretty strong for like a $100 card in my opinion. And that's because I wanted to start getting into Riftbound. I don't mind paying stronger to get inventory, and in some cases you have to pay stronger just to get inventory. And the reason why is I want to buy Riftbound, right? But you need to have the inventory of the things that you want to buy. People aren't going to sell you Riftbound if they don't see you have Riftbound, or at least it's much less likely. So I was willing to pay stronger in this case just because of that reason. There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it again. Matthew.
Yes.
Yes, Chris. Okay, sorry. I'm so bad with names, so just thank you for.
I feel like at shows all the time, it's just you walk up and they're like, hey, what's your name? And then you forget like.
Yeah, I know. There's just so many people.
Yeah.
All right, our first Riftbound pickups. This nice Fiora overnumbered, and this Poro. Honestly, maybe I should start collecting Poros. I play Brahman League, so who knows? Maybe I'll sell them. We can see. Security and content purposes.
Okay,
Yeah. You might have. Yeah, TikTok.
I was like scrolling and I was like, I feel like I've seen your face before.
Yeah, people say they recognize my face or my voice is
nice.
the two things that people remember me for, which is I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Can I see the Mega Kings card? The Japanese?
Yes, right here.
Yeah, I'll take this.
Okay. Here you go. Awesome. What's your name again?
Phoebe.
Chris, thank you. All right, that is a wrap on day 2 of the San Francisco Card Show. Very, very good show overall. Yesterday, we did lots of selling. Today, lots of buying. Definitely missed out on a couple opportunities because I had no more cash. I think it's probably the brokest I've ever been in a while. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe as always and check out last week's video here. And I'll see you next time.